Welcome, sweet friends, to the channel Frugal Money Saver. My name is Emmy. My husband is Paul. We are so happy you are here with us today. It's January 6th. We're 6 days into our low spend, no spend challenge. How's everybody doing? Make sure you tell me down below in the comments how you are doing. We have packed another video full of what we hope are encouraging tips to help you stay on your budget for 2023, live below your means, and just save a bunch of money. We're going to be organizing our pantry with you. We're going to be doing some inventories with you. We're going to do some food hauls with you. We're going to do some cooking with you. Yeah, I know. How do we manage to fit this all in like 20 minutes? But we have, and we are so happy you'll be sharing this time with us. The first thing I want to do is just a little housekeeping, as you would call it. I had shown these bags on things to reuse and repurpose. You get sheets in them, you get quilts in them, they come in all sizes. And someone had said in the comments section that there was a warning on them not to reuse them. I looked at mine, and the only warning on mine is not to let children or babies play with it. Don't put it in a crib because of suffocation. I didn't see a warning on any of mine upstairs. But please, because someone did bring it to my attention, I am bringing it to your attention. So if you are using these zipper bags over again, just make sure there's no warning on it saying it's a toxic plastic and you shouldn't do it. Also, never store food in them. Okay, so let's get to today's video. The first thing we're gonna do is just give you a quick little loss leader grocery haul. We just went to Stop and Shop, ShopRite, and we ran into Dollar Tree real quick. And I'm just gonna show you some loss leaders and what we got. So let's turn the camera around and start with this. This is our little Stop and Shop haul. Like I said, we have several little hauls we're showing you. First thing we did is stopped at the Dollar Tree because that's right next to Stop and Shop. We needed toothbrushes, and these were two for $1.25. They're Reach, and they even come with the little plastic cases. So that was a great deal. These wonderful, what I hope are going to be super sweet, yellow little tomatoes. They were 58 cents. And then they had the orange and the red as well, but these were $1. Stop and Shop sour cream was $1.69. We picked up one of those. We did pick up tortilla chips. These were the Stop and Shop brand, and they were, I think, a little over $2 a bag. I think they were $2.39, which was a great price for 13 ounces. What are we doing with these? We're going to be making nachos. Some nights when I don't feel like cooking, there's nothing better than just making a tray of nachos. We have avocados, we have salsa and sour cream. Stop and Shop also had a pound of the American cheese for $3.99 a pound. So we got that. For grilled cheese, for scrambled eggs and cheese, just such a great price. This is the little dilemma I had. We paid $1.29 a pound for the Perdue whole young chickens. We got 2 of them. The sale for 88 cents a pound was only last Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I was a little disappointed I missed it, but still, $1.29 is a great price. This is our haul, and we'll tell you the total of everything at the end. And here is our giant, huge haul from ShopRite. Just a couple of loss leader items. Like we said, we are so stocked, but these were some really good prices. The chock full of nuts French roast were $1.99 a can. These are 10.3 ounce cans. What Paul does is he gets the darkest coffee they sell, which in this case is the French roast. And why do you do that?
I wind up using less coffee when I buy the dark roast to make a cup of coffee in the morning. So instead of putting 3 scoops of coffee in, I only use 1.5 scoops, maybe 2.
Yeah, this is really great.
So I can stretch it and get a good flavor.
They had the Purdue chicken nuggets for 99, but then I realized they also had the chicken breast cutlets. Now those are great for sandwiches, and for 99 cents on one of those nights when we need something quick with some cheese and lettuce, these will be great. 12 ounces of blueberries were on sale for $1.49. I don't want to hear it about the onions. We only eat Vidalia onions. Now, some people can eat any kind of onion, and that is wonderful. Paul and I really prefer Vidalia or Vidalia or however you want to pronounce it. They were $1.49 a pound. We were completely out of sesame oil, and this bottle, which is 5 fluid ounces, was only $2.99, which is an amazing price if you know how much pure sesame seed oil is. We use this to make at-home Chinese food instead of going and getting takeout. And then my Tetley tea was $2.29 a box for the 100 count. So I did get 2 of those because that is a great price as well. So this is everything we got at ShopRite. We spent $26.04 at Stop and Shop, $19.54 at ShopRite, $1.30 at Dollar Tree. So our total was $46.88, and we had allotted $50 for the week. So we did come in below budget. Not a lot, but enough. So that was great. We wanted to stock up on the coffee. I'm going to be using those blueberries to make Paul a birthday treat. By the way, today is his no-spend birthday. So stay tuned for next week. We're going to show you what we did and how we did it. So we feel pretty good about that. But now, as I'm putting stuff away in the pantry was kind of looking back at me saying, hey, hello, I need to be organized. I need some help here. So I said to Paul, we need to film a pantry organization yet again. I'm human. We're human. What happened over the holidays? Food gifts came in. We bought a bunch of canned goods at Acme for 37 cents a can. And we were just putting stuff away without really taking the time to organize an inventory. So we did that. Let's get right to it and show you how it looks. It's time to get into our pantry again. We were blessed with so many wonderful snacks, cookies, gifts over the holidays. So we really need to inventory what is in here again and make sure we are using everything up. We picked up a ton of veggies from Acme when they were 37 cents a can a couple of weeks ago. So we really need to re-inventory and see what we have. This is how we store our potatoes in the pantry. We use mesh fruit bags and hang them so the air circulates. We're starting with a brand new clean pantry inventory sheet, and I will link where I found this. This was free to print, so you have your item, quantity, expiration date. When we're done, I will show you what it looks like filled in. Do this. It will save you so much money. Let's get to work. Here we are, all finished. I took all the treats and snacks we got from people at Christmas, put them in a box. We have our crackers. Everything is organized and put together by date, the date ending soonest in the front. The cans are all organized, all my pastas together. I just feel like I know what I have. This is how it needs to stay. So I feel a little more prepared. So I'm done with a nice new clean pantry inventory. What I did was just write down what we had, how many we had, and the earliest date of expiration. Have to say, feeling good, everything's okay. The only thing that I have too much of are cake mixes. I have 9 cake mixes. This is what I talk about when I say we see sales and we grab them because it's on sale. This is an item that I have 9 of. The earliest one is going to expire in March, which is great because I'll use it. But I have to think to myself, how often do I use cake mixes? Not that often. So this was something that I will rethink next time before I buy them. But everything else I'm feeling good about, and the pantry is done. One of the things I talk about a lot is buying sale items just because they're on sale and how we should avoid doing that. And as you saw on my inventory, those cake mixes got away from me. I really should have been on top of how many I have because honestly, we don't use cake mixes that often. I will use them now because I have to use them up. But really be aware of what you have. This is a perfect example of not paying attention to your inventory stock, and I am guilty of it. So just keep track of what you've got in there. It's so important you use things when they're fresh and taste their best, and it's just a good use of our money. Thank God nothing was expired in there though, so I was really happy about that. I've been keeping up with that. Now, how about we do some food prep? Those tomatoes we picked up have to be prepped right away. I am not sticking them in the refrigerator and saying to myself, oh, I'll do them in a day or so. No, we prepped them the day we brought them into the home. We also baked a super easy frugal bread that one of my sweet viewers posted in the comments section. She put a very simple bread recipe in the comments section, and I thank you. And I figured, let me give it a try, and I will write the recipe for you all to follow. It was so easy, so delicious. Let's get into the kitchen and pull double duty with our oven because we don't want to waste that oven heat. And let's see what we can come up with. I have never tried this bread recipe, but it sounded so super easy. I figured let's do it together. In a bowl, we're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a half a tablespoon of yeast, and a half a teaspoon of salt. It did call for a full teaspoon of salt, but I just used a half. Now I'm going to whisk this all together. I'm going to add 1 cup of warm water, and I'm just going to mix this together. That's all there is to it. Pretty much, those are the ingredients. So it's going to be a rustic type of bread, but when you look at the price of bread in the stores these days, oh my goodness, this would literally cost pennies to make. I did add 1 tablespoon more of warm water. It was a little dry for me. And then I just mixed it together with my hands. We don't have to knead it yet. I did wash the bowl and I gave it a quick greasing. Now I'm just going to put the dough back in, roll it around a little bit. And now I'm just going to loosely cover it with a towel and let it rise for 1 hour. Oh my goodness, could it be any easier? We let this rise for an hour and we can see those bubbles, beautiful. And now I'm going to take it, bring it over to a lightly floured surface, and I'm just using one of my baking mats. And I'm just going to knead it for about 1 minute, that's all. Just a minute. So I kneaded it just for about a minute. Now what I'm going to do, so I'm going to take it, I flattened it just a little, and I'm going to go up, over, under, almost like an envelope. I have a greased loaf pan here, and I'm going to just take it and put it seam side down in the loaf pan. We're going to cover it loosely again, and we're going to let it rise for another hour. How easy is this? So while the bread is baking, I'm going to roast these tomatoes. I figured if we roast them, we can use them over pasta. We can eat them with crusty bread. whatever we want to do, but we want to cook them quickly so they don't go to waste. So I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil on them. A little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt, just a little. Some freshly ground black pepper. We've got 2 cloves of garlic. And I'm going to put a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. Actually, let's put a little bit more. Tablespoon, about a half of balsamic. And just about a 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. And we are going to mix this all together. To roast these, you must use a rimmed cookie sheet and cover it with parchment paper. We're going to put these in the oven while our bread is baking, so that heat in the oven is being maximized. This rose beautifully. I am going to put it in a 375-degree oven now for about 30 minutes, and I am going to roast the tomatoes right next to it. I let this bake for 35 minutes and it looks wonderful. It sounds hollow when I tapped it. I did take a little butter and just put it on the top when it came out. Now I'm going to let it cool in the pan for about 5 minutes. Then I'm going to transfer it to a wire rack to cool completely. This looks beautiful for such an easy, economical bread. The bread is completely cooled now, so let's cut it. Oh my goodness, it's cutting beautifully. It's got a nice crispy crust. Oh yeah, look at that. This was so easy. Please, please let me encourage you to start making some of your own bread. It is so worth it, so economical, so much better for you. I am going to tell you, I have 2 avocados, and you know avocado toast is tomorrow's breakfast, or maybe tonight's dinner. Ooh. Here are our gorgeous roasted tomatoes. I cook them at the same 375-degree temperature as the bread, but I let them stay in probably about 5 minutes more. So it was about 40 minutes. Look at how beautiful they are. I didn't turn them. I just let them roast. We can put them over pasta. We can eat them cold on bread. They're just so versatile. Nothing is going to waste now. So for $1.58, we have a gourmet item. You're going to want to store them covered in the refrigerator. So everything came out perfect as you saw. When we cut into that bread, I couldn't believe the crumb. It was so easy. Please, I tell you this all the time. Don't be afraid of yeast breads. They're your friends. They are going to save you so much money. Have you seen the price of bread in the stores for good bread? We're super happy to have this recipe, and I thank you, sweet viewer, yet again for sharing it with us. Today's question of the day: what are you all keeping for backup meals when the urge to go through the drive-thru or a restaurant or takeout hits? What do you all have ready to go or simple ingredients for, so that you can whip up a meal in no time flat when that urge to spend money on takeout or restaurants hits? Well, we've got those chicken patties now, which I'm so excited about. We've got pasta. We have the fresh tomatoes we just made, which is going to be a super easy night. Also, I bought that bag of tortilla chips. I know that may seem like a wasteful spend to some of you, and I understand that, but to us, that is nachos. Our days get busy sometimes, and I'm like, okay, what can we throw together? And I have a bunch of options now, and that makes me feel really good. So what do you have for a quick backup when that temptation to get food outside of the home hits? Please share that with us down below, because it won't only encourage us, it'll encourage our viewers as well. We thank you again for spending this time with us. We hope you enjoyed this video and it was encouraging and helpful for our low budget 2023 and our no spend, low spend January. If you enjoyed it, please give a big thumbs up to this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Come on in, be part of our family. If you look at how many comments this channel receives and how everybody interacts and encourages one another, it is phenomenal and it is heartwarming. Y'all make my heart smile each and every time I see the way you talk with each other and talk with us. So we thank you for that. We ask you to stay well. We ask you to be safe. And above all, we wish you blessings. Until our next video, may God bless you.